including the 4-time Australian board race champion Stuart McLaughlin, Jack.
Yeah, Stuart McLaughlin is a fantastic paddler, Josh, over the last few years, and he's certainly going to put on a show here today.
The history of this board race, Summer of Surf, this year has been a bunch of young guns taking wins. J-Mo Porter, Bo Wheeler, Matty Bev, Max Brooks. Will one of the other young guns jump up here? The boys are away quickly. Reece Burrows closest to screen. We saw in the women's race, board start, all important.
You want to find yourself at the pointy end of these board races, Josh. You've got to get yourself off to a great start. We see Nick Malcolm making a very fast start on the bottom of our screen there. He's certainly one to watch as well here today.
And the man they call the Wriggler, Stewie McLaughlin. He's named the Wriggler because of his distinctive style. He lays down the whole way, but it was such a long run in there. The legs will be burning at this point. You might see a few of the boys lay down a little bit longer than they usually would after a run like that, but it hasn't hurt Sam Gill from Currumbin. He is on fire out in front.
Josh, what we might see here today is some of the guys that perhaps we haven't seen at the front end usually. I see we've got Zach Orchard up the front as well as Scotty McCartney from Coogin. So certainly some other guys that perhaps we haven't seen so far in the mix.
The Australian Championships is their goal. They might take a few more weeks to get going, and this is the business end of the season, and it's Zach Orchard leading on the right-hand side, Stuart McLaughlin there with that distinctive stroke on the left-hand side, and they start to come together. Orchard on the purple, Scott McCartney there on the grey and green, and McLaughlin on the yellow and blue of Redhead. So the Newcastle boy will lead them around. We see how distinctive his style is there. He gets the arms nice and far out. Jack, why would he lie down instead of kneeling up like these other competitors?
It's just what he's used to, Josh. He's done it since he was a kid. Probably since he got off his nipper board, he felt more comfortable on his belly and he's decided to stay there. You see the length of his arms and his rating is so different to the guys on their knees. He gets that rating up, it really gets that board moving, and it's just something that I guess Stuart McLaughlin is comfortable with.
Burley Heads, Ben Carberry got a lot of work to do at the back of the pack. He definitely looks comfortable out in front. Jack turns the apex can. One more can and then they're on the way home. And look at them, 4 wide. Bo Wheeler starts to work his way in there. So the former Bulleye Thurul competitor now up at Northcliffe starting to work into this. We've seen him come very close. He took a win at Redhead in the board race, so expect big things from him. Scotty McCartney on the inside, the grey board. He won Coffs Harbour last year, so we know he can win board races. And there is Michael Saul on the blue board from Currumbin, former Australian board race medalist. So the cream rises to the top here at Freshwater.
As we can see, Josh, this field's really spread right out. So one of our early leaders in Zach Orchard, that's him out the back as a little bubble seems to loom for these back markers.
The Jags on, call it, it's a party wave. Have a look, them all come down, and Orchard on the right-hand side. He's picked it up, he's gone past the field, he's gone to the front, but it's filled up. Stewie McLaughlin has gone from first to about 6th in a matter of moments. They're spread all over the ocean and they're racing for home. Orchard there on the purple board tries to push down one. McCartney at the top of the screen, he might go down one. No, it fills up on him. McLaughlin's in the middle. So McCartney, McLaughlin and Orchard there. It looks like they've all got a wave. It's going to be a sprint up the beach. No, it's Tim Kirkby on the top side. So the local boy, the Freshwater boy, Zach Orchard's down it as well. Scott McCartney's at the top of the screen. So Orchard, McLaughlin, Kirkby and McCartney. McLaughlin's up, he's away. Orchard looks like he's got him there. It's a race in 2 at this point. They're taking huge steps at this. The bounding man from Redhead, he's going to get it. No, it looks like Orchard's going to come. McLaughlin comes late. They dip for the line. Oh, the judges will have to pick that one. It's too close for me, Jack. Who do you like?
That was Zach Orchard for sure, Josh. I'm going to go with Zach Orchard. There's no way the galloping thoroughbred in Stewie McLaughlin got him.
Well, the judges couldn't split them. We have a draw. The first time in Summer of Surf history we've had a dead heat. Stuart McLaughlin and Zach Orchard. The judges couldn't pick him. I wonder if these boys know who won.
Oh, mate, the way everyone came over and congratulated me, I did. But, you know, at the finish, I just laid down. I was pretty buggered and I didn't really know what happened. And old Philly McGibbon on the mic came over and shook me hand. So thought I did, but there was obviously a bit of kerfuffle at the end and ended up being like this. Can't complain.
You cracked another one like I thought you were going to do like you did last year.
Yeah, I was pretty spent. I did a lot of work on the way out, and when that thing came through, I thought I had it easy, and I just rested, and then all of a sudden it bubbled up on me, so spewing.
How long was that run?
Oh, mate, it was an eternity. Even the way out, I was pretty cooked, and then I was lucky enough to sort of jaggle or something, and I thought that if I stood up first, it'd be fine, but Stewie just come too hard back at me, and I was, I'm falling to bits now.
Well done, boys.
Yeah, thanks, you.
Mate.
Cheers.
Well, I think McLaughlin might have won if he didn't have the man bun there, but his redhead teammate Isaac Costello is the man to catch on top of the overall point score. Nick Malcolm, Luke Cuff in second and third. Stu McLaughlin looms onto the page in 15th with only 2 results. So once again, watch for him in rounds 7 and 8 at Noosa and Newport.